What's up, YouTube? Tyler from Eager Bros here, bringing you another deck profile like I would love to do. I was upstairs and I recently did a Traptrix one and I was watching it and I was like, I feel like I should throw something else out there because it seems like a lot of people really enjoy looking at the tier 2 and 3 decks as opposed to looking at the same dragon. You know, the books, the dragons, the water, the Ophion, that typical like stuff that's always tier 1. So I decided to bring you my current Dark World build that I'm playing, because Dark World is my favorite deck and there's a lot of Dark World fans out there, and I love always hearing different inputs, what worked for you, what didn't work for you. I mean, I recently was just trying out Vanity Fiend, because it's a Fiend I can get rid of if I need to, and also it's a bro card, it's anti-meta, it really helps. It was good. I mean, I just cut it because I felt like it didn't, I was monster clogging too much, and that was the first one I had to cut, so unfortunately, with Dark Wolves, you got 13 monsters, you're still monster clogging somehow. It makes no sense. So, jump down deck profile, I'll show you what I got, and explain some stuff while I play in it. A lot of it's, you got your basic stuff, but I play some weird stuff. So you got your triple Grapha, the boss monster. You got triple Snow, which is a searcher, much important. Brow to get the hand engine going, as you do too. Played one Silva. I didn't like playing Beige. I felt Beige just didn't do it for me, because Beige you can't Devi and Eradicator off of, and it's a little slow. And this is also a beater. This is it for the Torghad monsters. This is it for the Dark World monsters. I believe 3, 6, 9, 10 cards. 13. I played the double Torghad. Torghad's broken, and I got secrets, and they're both first, so, you know, why wouldn't you play them? For spells, I got the triple Gates, the field card. Right now in the meta, everything's playing field. So winning the field card war is very difficult, but my side kind of takes care of that, and I'll show you why. I'm playing triple Dealings. Triple Drag Down, people hate this card. Now let me explain this. People hate this card when it happens to them. This card is broke. It's so good. It literally just gets rid of what you get to pick apart their hand. I was just playing my teammate, he was playing Constellars. I dropped, I think, 5 out of 6 cards in his hand. It was just too good. He couldn't, it's hard coming back for that type of stuff. I'm then playing a Gates of Dark World. Seeing that Monster Reborn's gone, this card's really good. It's got a lot of benefits to it. I'm a big fan of going end phase into my Snow and then bouncing for Grapha without normaling. And, you know, get Snow effect or swing Grapha, see what they got to stop it. And in worst case, I can just normal summon and get another Grapha back if I have to. I'm playing the Darkness and a Foolish. Foolish is the obvious, and Allure Darkness gets rid of the clogged hands. Like, I don't really understand why I play 13 monsters and I monster clog as much as I do. I don't know if my opponent's stacking me every single game. I'm going to start looking into that because I think that might be it. I got triple Upstart for the draw power because you just need it. And the double MST, because in the meta right now, it's much needed. Everything's running back row. Vanity's Fiend is a real thing, and Vanity's Emptiness. So if you can't, Grapha it like that turn, you gotta figure out other ways. And also like the rogue stuff playing Mistake, and even the field spell war. It's like, but for traps, I'm playing the Eradicator and Devi. Eradicator, please come back to me. This card is so good. I always played 2. I loved it, and then I went to 1. It's a bummer. Everything's running traps now. You just call traps, you drop about half their hand, and you get to see their hand. So then you can just control it. 2 skill drains. Skill drains broke. A lot of decks are having a big problem with it. Even the dragons, like when they go into the ranks and XYZs, like they have to go into different plays to get around it, and a lot of decks can't deal with the game 1 skill drain. I got the triple Mind Crush because Mind Crush is broken. Not only is it a very good sided card, but the ability to main it is great. I mean, there's even situations where I have to call something like Dark Magician Exodia or Trent just so I can get a ditch going, which isn't necessarily bad, but that's the worst case, and it still makes me beneficial. I'm then playing the triple Reckless. This card has punished me in the past. I've literally lost big games at regionals because I had Reckless into 2 monsters and have nothing to do, and I just can't do anything about it. So I was very butthurt about this card for a long time, but seeing this card in a lot of play and a lot of decks lately made me want to play it again. And I've been testing it out, and there's really nothing wrong with it because with the whole Gates allowing me to draw the extra card, it's like the equivalent of playing it in like books. Like it gives you get the normal draw, but it's the waiting two things. But we'll see. It seems to be okay. And one of the wacky card I'm playing is I'm playing a return because this card deserves to be banned and it's not banned yet. So I'm gonna take advantage and play it. This card in this deck, I can't believe how well it works. I would put it in at first as a joke, just to see. And every time I do it, I have game. Like, regardless if I get my snows on ground, I can bounce it for Graphas. I can overlay for all my stuff. I get out the nutty plays. It's so surprisingly good, and this really gave me the huge advantage of playing this deck. Now I've got a side deck. The side deck is, I think I got it almost complete, I believe. Probably missing stuff from my other decks, but I played some big stuff in this. Now, the best thing I'm playing, in my opinion, is I'm playing 2 Zombie Worlds, which we all know is a broke side card. But to help out that, I'm also starting a Terraforming. Because, depending on what I'm playing, if I need to get to that Zombie World pronto, I get Terraforming for it. Or, worst case, if I don't have any targets left, I can Terraforming for gates. So, up to 5 field spells, I mean, when I play Zombie Worlds, I usually side at least 1 gates out. But having up to 4 field spells, usually you have a very good advantage against the war, and Zombie World's a huge counter. Like I said earlier, I was playing this, I'm now siding it, because it helps me a lot. Depending, if I play dragons or some sacky, like, special summon deck, or like, say, Malefics or something crazy like that, if I come across that, this is a very good card to play, because you can get stuff off with specialing, and then just normal over it. I mean, usually when you go Card Trooper into Grapha, or Card Trooper, you go Tour Guide into, you know, your Brow, and then you bounce it, or make Levier and special summon and then bounce, you know, they're going to attack over one of them. They're not going to get over that Grapha. You can tribute that Grapha and then sit on a 27, because gates. Like, you get rid of a Grapha, but you're also bringing out a special summon, an anti-special summon, so it's broke. One Discord. A few people don't know what this is. It's a very underrated card in my opinion. Neither player can synchro summon for up to 3 cards, or up to 3 turns, 3 end phases actually, till the activation. So it really hurts a lot of decks. Like, people tend to play 6 Sams that are bad for some reason, like Bruno, and also like with dragons. What else? Mermails play synchros, like the random stuff. Like, it's just it's a good stop card. Mixing my deck with my side. Awesome. 2 Chain Disappearance, because in my opinion this is still a very good card. It kills the rogue stuff, and it hurts books a lot if they don't have the Wisdom Answer. 2 7 tools. I like this better than Decree because it's a counter trap. That is literally why I'm playing it, because it is a counter trap. And I guess in Macro and Soul Drain, suck against this deck. And also, if I can't clear back row or Grapha, like when you play, you should always pop back row first, because Dark Worlds get over any problem. Any monster, they get over that turn if you play them right. Back row is your problem, and if I can't get over back row, I like 7 tools just to back me up a little bit. I don't know why there's a Magical Dimension here. Oh, that's why. I am playing 2 lights. This Magical Dimension is a light, that's why I'm playing it. Lights for the Constellars, the Noble Knights, and what is stupid? Bougians. I'm playing the 2 Rivalry, because in this deck it's so busted. So busted. Rivalry and Gozen so good in this deck. Gozen should be somewhere in here, but obviously I don't have my side completely set up. So I play 2 Rivalry. It's very good. I play the Smog and MST for the final 2. MST aside in every single game 2 and 3, because they always have the answers. They always seem to side perfect side deck cards against Dark Worlds. It's very, very fucking frustrating. And the Smog is against decks that target like Dragonity Rulers. That's very good because you can get rid of their phalanx in mid-play and, you know, mess them up. Same thing with you come across Chaos or like some variant of a Chaos because they play the Malicious and Plague. So this stops Plague, which means the Malicious plays are dead unless they have to go for that forces them into other plays like M7. Regardless, it's a good play. I have a possibility of, you know, messing that play up with my cards. So Smog is my last. The extra, not even close to being complete, but everything's very random. 1 Giga. I go into Giga every game. It's so great because it bumps all my stuff up, and that's what I need the most is the protection. 1 Maestro, 1 Jin, 1 Acid, 1 Franken, 1 Heretic Sun Dragon, and my 3 tokens. So that is it. I'll be playing more stuff, Levier, Leviathan, but for now that is it. So comment, sub, tell me what you like about Dark Worlds. Tell me if you're a big fan. Tell me if you heard about me, whatever. Talk about it.